nigga. Thought I was simping little bitches you drunk. I get money, little bitches you dumb. On Superman when you doing bad. Did you really think that I would come? Cause I'm super litty and I was like Bob, money is my new fiance and I got way better bitches as entrees. G80s, Benzes, Levantes. Yeah, I turned this bitch up to Picante.
What's good, y'all?
Yo.
What's the vibes?
Got it now?
Yeah.
Shit, chillin', long weekend.
How was it? What's the vibes?
Shit, Memorial Day weekend. Everywhere turned up.
Oh yeah. That is what's going on, right?
Yeah.
We forgetting.
They having some shit downtown called Dance Africa this weekend.
What's Memorial Day for?
What are we remembering? I don't know. I'm the wrong person for that.
I never knew.
Actually, I don't know nothing about these pagan holidays that they create. I have no idea.
It's some American shit. Like,
Yeah.
Some
They, you know, they
y'all niggas American, right?
I'm black.
Facts. Word.
What you check? What you check in the box when they?
Black.
Huh? Black/African American, right?
Oh, it do say African American.
Sometimes it's
Yeah, sometimes it do say that.
Sometimes it don't.
Yo, when they say that, I check upper.
I don't think they told us Memorial Day was in school neither.
Look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
I don't think I paid attention
My
if they
cousin
did.
told me she be checking Pacific Islander. Why? What is
Or
that?
other.
I definitely check upper. Sometimes I check black though. Just let that straighten it. Just keep it straight like this. That's why I
Memorial
did this
Day
like
is a
this.
federal holiday
And then up the mic.
in the United States for honoring and mourning the U.S.
No,
military
up the mic,
personnel who died while serving. So it's Veterans Day Part 2 for the dead, basically.
It's Veterans Day for the dead niggas. Yo,
Yeah.
if you ain't make it, today for you. If you made it,
Yeah.
The other
I
day.
never knew.
But wait, why Caribbean people be going so hard for Memorial Day?
cause
I'm bugging.
they got niggas brainwashed. Nah, cause it be sales and
They
shit. I
do
know.
be bugging, right?
Yeah, you know West
Nah,
Indian
they
niggas
really
love
go for
sales.
like carnival and shit.
Yeah,
Labor Day.
Labor Day is definitely the day they
Oh
gonna
yeah,
turn
Labor
up.
Day.
What is the point of Labor Day?
Huh?
What's the point of Labor Day?
I know the point of Labor Day home.
What?
The point of Labor Day home is to like, you know, niggas is celebrating the fact that yo we free, so we gonna party and shit like that.
Where you from?
I'm from Antigua.
Yeah, my family background Guyanese is basically the same shit. Everybody got carnivals. That's why they all not the same time.
Yeah.
Like Trinity Carnival is a certain Jamaica.
I ain't gonna
Everybody
front.
carnival
You
different.
could start at the top of the West Indies in like May, and then just go down. You gonna catch every carnival. You feel me? Endless party.
You a
That sound lit.
she a Caribbean person. She a Caribbean nigga too.
I know
I mean,
Jack
don't let her deceive y'all. Her family from the Caribbean for sure. Like,
I don't
word.
get that. I don't know.
Oh,
nothing about
Oh, she jacking spirituality.
hey,
Yeah.
that spirit, where that spirit came from?
She don't jack her ancestors. Not
You
those.
not jacking the
true.
Not
oh,
them
that's
bitches.
That's not
crazy.
true.
You ain't you always claim American.
I mean, because
Yeah.
I don't know about. I'm not going to jack something that I don't really have
All right, where your family from?
info on. St. Croix.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what- she
If
a
we stand on,
Caribbean nigga.
if I stand on the highest hill in Antigua, I can see your island or your family island on a clear day. You can see St. Croix and St. Kitts on the clear day.
They right next to
On
each
a
other.
regular day, you
Hot
can't see
boy.
shit. Yeah, you got
I went to when I went to St. Croix, I went to St. Thomas on the boat.
Mhm.
Nigga, I thought I wasn't gonna make it. I thought it was over.
How long
Word.
was the ride?
It's like an hour, 2 hours, something like that. Nothing crazy,
It
but
ain't the ride that
that
just fuck
shit-
your head up. It's the boat
Yo.
in the water.
word, yo, bro, that
That
shit.
shit ain't.
look-
That shit never
It ain't no
thinking
American
is-
boat.
I'm
You
I'm
feel
about to
me?
say it's not
And you
no.
on a little,
Nah,
like it's a
yeah.
little banana boat.
It be
bro.
so
Yeah.
wood and shit that like
Yeah,
nigga
I'm
built
about to say
themselves.
out
You
there.
That
You
shit ain't the
out
boat
there.
that you
In
think
the
about.
middle of the.
You out there.
ain't no life jacket set up in the corner in
Word.
case the shit go down. You already have to know how to swim. Like if anything go wrong,
It's
niggas
over.
is looking at you like, yo, you already know what to do.
Good luck.
I can't speak for the islands. I know in Guyana, bears, snakes in the water,
Word.
crocs, alligators, all type of shit that'll fuck you up. Like,
Yeah.
Play with
fuck
shit
your
like
ass
that.
up, huh?
Don't play with shit like that.
What, the
I ain't gonna
water?
front in Antigua. You could see what's coming. Like you might be in the water chilling and then you
Oh,
look,
yeah,
look-
the white
you
water.
look over,
Nah, white water.
and it's a
Ah,
fucking shark
yeah.
just swimming, just chilling. You feel me? You start panicking. I start panicking. Everybody else should be chilling.
That
Like
shit, white water. You
Antigua
can see
got
straight
one
through
of
that
the
shit.
clearest waters, right? Well, I'm
yeah,
bugging.
we got.
Yeah.
You can see straight through that shit
Yeah, you
for
can
like
see straight through
for a
it.
good while out. And then
You
this shit
see,
turn
like,
blue.
The jellyfish and
You
all
see
that shit.
everything.
All that shit swimming in the
So
water
you
and
could
shit.
go snorkeling there.
Yeah, you would be
Yeah.
swimming and shit. The fish be swimming into you and all kinds of shit. You look in the water, the shit dead. Like, yo, move, nigga. I be kicking them shits. But I seen a shark one time. I'm out there. You know, I can't swim. So I'm out to where, like, the water up to my neck. Nigga, I turn my head. I see the fin, right? I'm in my mind. I'm like, that ain't no shark. But then I dipped down in the water and looked at that shit. Nigga, I said, oh, shit. I got out there. Shit started screaming. I'm running. My grandfather, like, stop running. He's like, yo, because you running, this shit gonna attack you.
Yeah.
So I stopped running, right? The shit got dumb close, though, bro. Like,
How big was the shark?
this shit, it wasn't
nothing crazy.
It wasn't nothing crazy, but it was big enough. Like, the shit was almost as big as I was. That shit was like this, you feel me?
Yeah.
But the motherfucker wide, though.
Yeah.
This shit ain't that long, but that bitch was wide. Like, if that shit tried me, that shit was going, yeah. You feel me?
Sayonara.
But, yo, the shit got, like head swam right by me. I'm standing there shaking, scared, right? The shit swim past my grandfather. This nigga rubbing the fin and all that. He like, oh, you from here? I'm like, nigga, I'm not from that. What the fuck you mean?
Never.
He trying to get you in tune.
Nah.
The shark.
Patting the
shit
shark
like
is
that.
kind of crazy.
Had the shark.
Yeah, I ain't crazy.
But they be really like in tune with the
they
animals
do,
out
though.
there. Like, you know, you gotta live amongst that shit. So you gotta grow up like, all right, yo, this what you gotta do with the sharks. This what you gotta do with.
I done been
you know what I mean?
spearfishing before. That shit was lit. You in the
Word.
water with a fucking spear and shit. The-
That's some
That's
survival
Getting
shit you gotta
comfortable
know
with
though.
roaches and rats.
Nah, it's not the same. Them shits
What?
is dirty.
Huh?
Them
What?
shits come from filth.
What?
Fish is in the water. She said that's like getting comfortable with roaches and rats.
What?
No,
Nah, it's not.
no, not at all.
Yo, she went
Cause
crazy.
then that's the same thing as saying like that's like getting comfortable with a dog or a cat or some shit like that. That shit is levels to that.
Yeah, it's levels to animals. That
Nigga
ain't
said
even
a
an
roach
animal.
or
That's a
rat.
dirty insect and a filthy rodent.
I still want a monkey.
Yeah, I want a monkey. There's some
Monkeys
niggas in
is bad
Florida
as
right
hell.
now.
Word.
You ain't see the niggas in Florida?
Nah.
It's some niggas in Florida right now with them I can't remember the name of the monkeys, but yo, it's like 8 niggas in Lil Haiti right now running around with monkeys on a leash, yo. Nigga had I seen the shit on the gram on the way up here. Nigga, one of them shits was smoking a fucking smoking a big spliff. Yeah,
they be
big
drink-
dirty
they be
stuff,
drinking
that
and
shit.
all that.
The
Yo, them
monkeys, right?
Yeah, the monkeys be getting drunk, all that.
I can't
like,
get comfortable with
getting
no
lit.
monkey, son.
Yo, they
I
be
watch too much
fucking with
Animal
people.
Planet.
Yeah, they be.
Them
in
shits
the
is
jungle,
strong.
them niggas be wildin'.
Yeah, them
Nah,
shits
them
be
shits
taking
is
niggas'
strong.
babies and shit.
Smacking
But yo,
niggas around and
I
running.
see
They
some
be- them
Asian
little
nigga
shits
trying to
is
get away
strong.
from one of them shits. Like it was like a gorilla. He was in a zoo. He was next to the gate, and that nigga just reached out for him
Oh,
and grabbed him by the shirt.
Oh,
That
yeah,
nigga,
that shit.
he's stupid. Cause I'd have just took the shirt off. I would have came up on everything.
coming up
like,
out of all that.
yeah, that nigga grabbed him, pulled him in. He tried to come with the shirt. Nigga pulled that nigga.
Nah,
to
he
the
was
gate.
shook though, man. Yo, bro, you not expecting a fucking gorilla to reach through the cage and grab
Yeah,
you.
but once I notice it is on me, I'm getting out my shirt.
He
Nigga.
was white though.
I was about to say, black people not.
Niggas, we don't discover animals for that reason right there. Like as soon as we see, yo, what's that? And then later on, we gonna make some shit up. Yo, that shit look like a lion tiger. What's that? Niggas don't confirm nothing. You feel me? You heard that? Out. Niggas not finna
Word.
play. We know what time it is.
That's our instincts.
Yeah, we came from bad backgrounds. Niggas don't play with animals and shit like that. We don't
fuck
play
with
with people.
animals,
Yeah, but if that's because you know the animal.
though. Yeah.
If you outside and some new shit
Oh,
pull
yeah,
up on you,
I'm about to say, ain't
Like
nobody.
mountain
I
lions
seen a
and
nigga
shit
that
like
was
that.
running around. He had like a pet possum.
I seen a possum the
Yeah.
other day. That shit was like this big.
yeah, them
ugly.
shits you could train them
big
shits to
ass
use a litter
rat.
box.
That shit was
It's just
ugly
like cats.
as hell.
I only
Yeah,
know that
like-
because it's down
I
south.
don't ever want no
I seen a nigga had a pet coyote. But
You
it was
ever
down
ate
south
possum?
though.
Huh?
Yeah.
You ever ate possum?
You
Nah, I had the
on some
opportunity
slave
to,
shit.
but I ain't
Nah,
know.
yeah.
Nah, in
That's
other
slave
places,
shit.
they
Yo, bro, if
I ain't
you,
gonna front, that's like eating a
you
pig.
go a couple
Yeah,
states
same
over,
shit.
niggas
Nah,
is busting.
facts.
If niggas have a
fucking
rule
up
down
with
south.
possum.
If
Whatever
you kill
you
it,
catch,
you eat
yeah.
it. No, fuck that. Then you be driving on the road and run some shit over. Niggas, the white people or some niggas will jump out they shit. Oh shit, put that
Nah,
shit.
facts, rabbits, all that shit.
More like I mean, if I had a deer, then you know what I mean.
Nah,
Some
nah.
venison.
When you hit most of the time you hit the dead, bro, you get out the car, that nigga's gone. Your car is
Gonna die
total.
before
And
the-
he's nah, them niggas don't die. You can mac a deer with a F-150. That nigga gonna total the front of your shit and get up and run off.
Them niggas do
is
be total in
strong.
front of niggas' cars.
Them niggas that get mac bow, fall down, right? You would think that nigga get up, kick that shit off, and run away. Yo, I seen a deer get shot 7 times in his ass with a 30-06, a sniper rifle bullet like this. Nigga just kept it pushing. We followed that blood trail for dumb long. That nigga
them
just kept
niggas are
it
so
pushing.
brolic. Like,
Yeah, that
them
shit didn't
bullets
They
is-
run. That's
Yo, we
why.
shot the nigga 3 times, right? Nigga hit the bow, bow, bow.
Eat it?
Yeah, we was gonna eat that nigga. The nigga,
Venison.
the nigga ate the
venison,
3
yeah.
shots, right? The
He was
nigga
good.
looked back like he didn't even realize he got shot. So I'm looking at them, what the fuck?
That's the muscle.
Shoot the shit again. The next shot hit the shit in the neck, right? The nigga did some funny shit, then he looked around again, kept eating. I'm like, nah. So we started lighting this shit up. Then this shit just took off.
Nigga,
My man,
nigga switched
my
teams,
man
though.
was like, yeah, my man was like, yo, that shit's still alive. I'm like,
You
what
gotta let
mean?
him live after that.
Nah.
That boy was, he
Yo,
was
bro.
determined.
Tough.
Nah, I
he was
needed that. That
determined.
was some good.
I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I can't say that.
Some mountain lion probably got him. I feel bad.
I don't feel bad, nigga. I tried to feast on you, motherfucker. You want to run off,
Working
nigga?
on Rikers
Where
Island.
you was at? Like, where
What?
you was?
I was in Arkansas.
in
Well,
Arkansas?
for that specific story, I was in Memphis. Yeah, I was in the woods in Memphis.
Mm.
Yeah, you go down
Rikers
south.
Island, I seen mad weird animals and shit.
Coyotes and shit.
Coyotes,
Yeah.
foxes.
I ain't gonna lie, it was a myth that the niggas was always cooking the bird. Like, yo, it'd be Thursday and Sunday. The niggas make chicken. You don't see no birds, nigga. You don't see no birds. You'll see birds every other day, but the days for chicken, son.
You
Chinese
don't,
food.
Word,
you don't
niggas
want
is...
no Rikers Island birds.
Uh-huh.
See if they be drinking that water. Stink ass water.
Them niggas go outside, boom! You know they got the gun range in Rikers
Yeah.
Island. Boom! Niggas popping birds, they feeding it to niggas. Yeah, we don't got enough in the budget to give niggas no fucking
Take this
no
pigeon.
chicken. You gonna give this pigeon, this New York City pigeon?
Yo,
You know
I've
what I
never
mean?
seen a New
Chinese
York
food.
pigeon outside of New York. All the states I've been down south, I've never seen the pigeons that we have in New York.
Either.
Never.
I've seen them outside of New York.
Where?
Not. I've seen some in Atlanta too.
What?
Pigeons?
Yeah.
Our pigeons? I be seeing them fake
Well,
dog
maybe
shits.
the little,
Them niggas don't even fly
shits.
south.
Little brown birds.
Yeah, the little.
Nah, I ain't talking about the little brown
Pidgeotos.
shits. I'm talking about the gray motherfuckers.
Nah, they be outside of New York though, especially like
By the water.
Them shits don't.
around the
Them
surrounding
shits
areas.
don't fly
of New
south.
York.
You
Yeah,
still
they
see
don't go
niggas
down
in the
south.
winter.
I've been in North Carolina, Arkansas, all that shit. I ain't never Texas, never seen one of them niggas.
Pigeons be all over. The
And then if you go outside in the winter, them niggas still be up there thugging
Yeah.
it, shitting on you with some hard ass shit.
Nah, I was just saying, them niggas is tough now. Back in the day, them niggas used to scurry around.
Oh, nah,
You
them
jump
niggas
at
don't-
them,
Every
they
animal
running.
evolved now.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
rats
Now
is
them
tougher.
niggas is
The
mad
roaches
tough.
is
Yeah,
tougher.
all New York animals, they don't give
Roaches
a
play
fuck.
dead now. Them niggas, you hit that nigga, them niggas be...
Yeah, dead ass. Them niggas will lay there. You fuck around, turn your head and look back, niggas going. I just killed this nigga.
Nah, word.
Yo, dead ass.
Pigeons is not moving around you no more. Like, you gotta move around them.
Yo, I fixed a rat
Black
yesterday,
birds.
son.
Why
This shit just walked by me. What the fuck? I grabbed the fucking stick, start fixing that nigga, right? The nigga start screaming and shit.
Ew, why you ain't leave it alone?
No. You're not just gonna walk by me like you live here. Like, why are you in here? Who told you could come in the crib? Like,
Wait, what came in the crib?
a fucking rat. Like a rat. Not even no look, like a rat. So I start
Nigga said,
fixing the nigga, you feel
If
me?
a rat is in the house, it's a mouse.
Nah. The mouse be little, you feel me? That nigga was big, bro. That nigga was still a
Yeah.
rat. That nigga Master Splinter came in the crib. I
Word.
don't know what he came in there. I start fixing the nigga, right?
Nah, I ain't going front. Y'all got the most of them. The rats in Brooklyn is crazy. I seen them niggas getting it shaken. Nah, I kid you not. I seen rat war in Brooklyn. Like, these niggas was getting it shaken with each other. Like, really fighting,
You
throwing
ever
down
been to
to
the
the
Bronx?
death. I'm from the Bronx. Yeah, of course. So,
it would be
but
a
I'm saying,
Bronx
like,
nigga trying to put Bronx shit on Brooklyn.
That's why I said don't
Like,
do that.
what?
Nah,
I'm
I'm
about to
telling
say,
you, y'all rats.
Y'all niggas fight from the
Gangsta,
top of
like-
the hill to the bottom.
Nah, when I lived in East New York, the rats and the cats had beef.
That's what I'm saying.
They
They
was
a
fighting
different
each other.
breed
They
out
That's
here.
a
Them
natural
niggas is
thing.
Nah,
tough.
cats
They supposed to
is
naturally
have
kill
beef.
rats. These niggas is having beef with each
Nah,
other.
because the
Because the rats is fighting
it's
back.
too
They
much
not going.
restaurants. That's
Yeah.
why it's mad restaurants. So these niggas is not eating normal shit no more. These niggas is
Them
eating
niggas eating GMO.
5-star.
Yeah.
They eating
Now they
it.
mutating.
These niggas is eating the shit that niggas is spending hundreds for.
That ass.
Niggas is
You
going
know, niggas throw
outside
that
taking
shit out
their
at
good
night. They
niggas.
eating caviar and all that shit.
Niggas is getting
Nah,
Aki,
that's what-
testosterone
When
up
I
now.
seen the rat shaking. They was in a pizza box. I kid you not. Them niggas was in a pizza box getting it shaking. Like it was a
It's in
ring.
pizza box.
Word. I said, oh, the fucking rat. Yo, this nigga must have had him good. The rat, like, it was a gate. The nigga climbing on the gate screaming like literally. Y'all, I've never seen no shit like that,
screaming,
bro.
son.
He on the gate screaming like he's screaming for help, and that nigga pulled him back down like, yo, get the fuck back over there, and continue whipping his ass. I'm like, yo,
going, nigga, you
this shit is entertainment tonight. Like, I ain't never seen no shit like that. Facts.
No, I ain't gonna front. Speaking of Rikers, yo, I seen some crazy shit on YouTube last night.
Yeah. I don't even know how to pull
It's
that off.
this folk nigga, he locked up right now. This nigga shot a whole music video on Rikers Island, like
That's fire.
in
No,
like in there, like
fire.
with niggas, like he's selling all huh? Look, they got the pokers in the shit. They got a nigga
fire.
bleeding, they hopping a nigga in the video.
Word.
And, yeah,
Nah,
so
that's
it's like
hard.
a drill video.
That's fire.
His name is Tay627.
I want to know like what cameraman, how you get the cameraman in there? Like,
I don't
It
know.
looked like a real video. Like,
yo, that
Probably
shit,
on the
huh?
phone.
that shit, no,
Yeah, I
that
think they used the phone or some shit,
Nah,
bro.
nah,
And niggas got sturdy, bro.
Nah, that wasn't no phone, bro.
Uh-huh.
I watched the shit out that video. That
Nah,
wasn't no
somebody
phone.
edited. It looked like somebody edited. I ain't gonna say the quality is super fire.
Nah, it's not super fire, but like
Whoever edited that shit went
you
nuts.
could,
huh?
yeah, you could tell certain things to be like, yo, this a phone. Somebody, it might not have been no A7 or whatever, but somebody snuck a little A6300 in that bitch. Somebody,
But a camera, a small camera?
yeah, son, that shit wasn't no
Hell
iPhone.
Huh? Nah, huh?
Hell
yeah.
no, maybe a tablet.
iPhones be.
Them niggas.
I
was
know what
up, yo,
iPhones is capable
Look,
of,
bro,
but I
them
shoot
niggas was
music
in there
videos,
throwing
you
up
feel
the
me? Like,
pitchforks. They was getting
I
sturdy.
watched that shit
I ain't
a
gonna lie,
thousand
that's
times.
hard.
Like, what the
They had the
fuck?
tens
That's hard.
on. I was
I'm
like,
not
yo,
gonna
what the
lie.
fuck? That
Like
nigga is
that. You
wildin'.
like
He not
Yeah,
gonna
like
catch
it
he not
now.
gonna catch a charge. All them niggas.
Hell yeah.
He
Yeah,
gonna catch a charge.
nigga, what the fuck?
Fuck
Nigga.
it.
Contraband.
Nigga, contraband, you got weapons, nigga. Y'all got hella weapons. Y'all got hella weapons.
was
So we
showing
not
their
even
face.
huh?
They were showing
Yeah,
their faces.
yes, this
Oh,
nigga's
yeah.
a rapper. He's in there like it's niggas that got their face covered in the video,
Was
but
the song
he's
fire?
definitely. It was a drill song.
It was
You know what I'm
trash,
saying?
man.
It was a regular drill song.
Typical.
I ain't gonna say it was like. I ain't gonna say it was whack, but it's just like, yeah, basically, you know,
Typical.
you already know what you're gonna get. You know what you're gonna
A
get. You
lot
know
of
what you're gonna expect.
gra.
Some gra boom, smoking this nigga, fuck this nigga, drop this nigga down. You know the
But
regular.
that's hard though. I'm not gonna
Gonna be a
lie.
dead man's.
It was definitely. It's
That's
definitely
the first
creative.
time I heard
They
of some
must
shit
have did
like
that shit in
that.
the middle of the night.
definitely creative.
But to be in jail doing a drill song, that's
You gotta believe me.
yeah, you got it, bro. Unless I look
I'm
you
mad
up
tough.
I
and
ain't gonna lie, I
I
was
see that you in
surprised
there for
when I-
some bullshit.
When I looked up the video, and it was on WorldStar too, and I'm surprised that it only has 72K.
yeah, I was too.
I was like,
It's on
yo,
a couple people pages though. It's not just on WorldStar. Some niggas reposted this shit. I seen one that had a couple.
Niggas still going WorldStar?
I mean,
Yeah,
WorldStar
It's still
bro.
up? Like,
yeah, it's still an active
They
website.
killed
They still
Cuba and
get,
took his shit.
they still get views and shit.
They killed the owner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he
How
died a
long?
minute ago.
I'm about to say Cuban
Cuban
dead like
died,
almost 10
yeah.
years now.
Hell yeah.
I
Body
remember
my
WorldStar
boy.
used to be different.
You don't want to, yeah, it used to be fight compilations.
Oh my
porn.
god,
Everything.
that
Yeah.
Vine comp, the fight shit.
Mm-hmm.
I
Niggas
missed
was
them
getting
shits.
their ass whipped
Oh,
on that shit.
Remember Vine? What happened to Vine?
TikTok.
Instagram.
Instagram, Tik.
Oh.
That
Vine
shit
only let you upload
6
7-second
sec-
video.
6 seconds, yeah.
So then Instagram came out with a 30-second video,
Oh.
and then Vine just died. That shit
They
was
kind
lit
of
for a
got
minute,
Snap
though.
up out of here too.
What? Hell no.
I still use Snap, but like for
Snap's still here.
But
No, it is,
Snap
but it
was
ain't.
like,
It
not
ain't what
lit.
it was.
yeah, it's not what it was.
Nah,
Once
it's not what
once
it was.
Instagram did the stories, it was kind of over for
Yeah,
some.
that's what that's what kept Instagram lit. Any other app
Yeah.
that pop up, look, can we buy you? No?
Facts.
Alright. Yo, just do they shit better. Take everything they doing and just add a little flair to it. And then we lit.
Put your own sauce on it.
Yeah.
Y'all be
That's
using
mine.
vanish mode
What?
and DMs
Nah.
on Instagram.
Oh, I see that. That
Nah.
shit is annoying.
I don't
Nah.
understand that. What is like?
That's
It's
for
like
cheaters.
Snap.
That's
for
for
cheaters.
that's for when that's for when I wanna, you
I
trying
ain't gonna lie.
to be low key, you trying
Mhm.
to creep, but you don't want no evidence of the creeping.
No, the
'Cause-
creeping comes
What is
back
it?
if I just push it down.
Or
That's
on the
the thing.
vanish?
Yeah.
Isn't that like that
Oh, I
white
don't be
thing that
using
they
that
got
shit.
on the text message now? Like the
Nah,
little-
nah. If you open up a message, right, and you just drag up on it, it say vanish mode.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, so it won't show if you.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
what
how
it's supposed
Snap
to be.
used to delete you after you see
Yeah.
it. And delete. I
Yeah.
think it's like that. But I'm saying, like, I know it, but do niggas really be using that shit?
Hell
Like,
yeah,
No,
you
that
we
shit
gotta
seems
be some.
pointless to me.
It
That's
gotta
like
be
calling a
somebody
nigga
using
on
it, huh?
Instagram. Like, it's like, yo, why the fuck are you calling me on here? Like, What type of weirdo shit is that? Like,
Niggas are calling
nigga, why the fuck are we FaceTiming on Instagram? Word.
That's facts.
That ass.
Yeah, I seen a clip, right, of another podcast. This is a sports podcast too. They was talking about like if all the other podcasts like fought, like what podcast do you think other podcasts do you think you could whip their ass?
I'm weak.
Yeah, word.
Oh,
It's like, and these is football niggas though, so you know half these niggas, have majority of the podcast niggas is gonna be like, yeah, nigga, I'll whip their ass.
Yeah.
I'll whip all them niggas ass. Nigga, y'all niggas is defensive linemen and
That's
shit.
a
Niggas
fact.
said,
Like, that's what y'all built for.
Niggas
What
said this, huh?
What other type of podcasts do y'all watch other than your own?
I watch fine. I ain't gonna front. I edit this entire podcast. I don't watch this shit. I watch it fucking 7 hours
I
for
watch
7
it
hours.
sometimes.
Nah, I share.
I don't know.
I made it. You
I don't
feel
even
me?
really watch anybody else's podcast in entirety. I'm like a YouTube short.
Yeah, he a
person. I
short
don't really-
nigga. I sit there and watch it and
Nah, I don't.
That's kind of weird.
because you made it.
I
like,
watch it when I'm
When you
editing
editing
it.
it,
I
yeah.
have to watch it, but after that, I don't ever want to see that shit again. Like,
Yo, it just took me 7 hours to sit here and put this shit together. You think I want to spend another hour to watch it again?
Word.
I feel like it's just like a in the moment thing. Like you do it and then it's
Yeah.
like, all right, you know what I mean? It might be a funny time. That's
Like,
what
it
I
be
like
funny
shorts.
when I rewatch it. Like, I
I watch
rewatch it,
other
certain shit be
podcasts.
funny,
I
but
be watching like
I watch.
relationship shit.
Nah,
I like
I don't
that
care about no
shit.
shit like that.
Yo, you,
What you
I
talking
watch,
about? Like the
like,
whole
financial
shit?
advice and
The
shit.
whole
Yeah, I watch
podcast?
the whole
Nah,
shit.
Yeah, I watch the whole
Yeah.
shit too. You know that.
Yeah, I ain't watching.
I watch the Joe Budden podcast.
I don't want to watch. I
I
just like little
certain
clips of
drink
interviews.
champs.
That's why I like Vlad, because Vlad dropped clips.
What's
So
Drink
it's like I
Champs?
don't
That's
even
with
get the.
Noriega?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's
Yo,
what I'm
Vlad is probably the only podcast I don't watch in the entirety
never
because
watched
I
it.
watch so many clips. I don't care about.
Yeah, he be
watching all
dropping.
this
Yeah,
shit.
he be dropping clips. That's why I like his shit because it's certain clips I don't even want to click. It's
But
like,
then
alright, fuck
it
that.
also depends on like who it is though, because like if it's a interview based podcast, then I probably, depending on who it is, I'll watch the whole shit. But then other niggas, I might just click on something. Oh, okay, this caught my eye. Click on it. But if it's like the financial podcast and shit, I sit there and listen to that whole shit.
Or like Earn Your Leisure and shit.
Yeah, I'm watching Market
Yeah,
Monday for the 3 hours. I'm
I
locked
see
in.
clips of Daily Wrap Up, which
I ain't
is
never watched that shit.
Nah, remember it was
Yeah.
you seen the clip? We was talking about it the other day.
No,
but,
I'm talking about like in entirety. I seen some of their clips, but I ain't never watched it.
Yeah,
What was
I
that
like
again?
What
Daily
podcast
Wrap.
is that?
I think they can't. They out of the city. It's 3 dudes. Like 2 of them is light skinned, the other dude is dark skinned. I can't remember
It's
their
not
names.
nobody.
I can't
I be
remember
watching
their
Dirty
names. They
Street
be having like
Confessions.
females up there. They talk a lot of like relationship shit. They had
I'm
Chinese
so
kitty up
fucking
there.
tired of that shit, bro.
What?
The relationship
Yeah, that shit
advice
is like-
podcast
it's,
shit.
I
I
genuinely
fucking
feel
hate it.
like-
Like,
You gotta watch happy people that are in relationships podcast. You can't watch miserable people because then they're gonna give you miserable relationships.
having-
I'm not watching anybody in a
Maybe
relationship.
I'm about to say I don't really want to watch that type like relationship shit,
Yeah.
positive, happy, sad.
'Cause I'm not about to
really wanna
base my life off
type
of
of
you.
podcast.
Nah, it's not that, but you can get like healthy tips.
Now I understand that, but it's like when you go watch some shits, especially if you hit the comments, niggas just sitting there arguing about their own problems and shit.
I don't
You feel
know,
me?
maybe
Pushing
it-
their beliefs. And then a lot of that's what it really come down to, in my opinion. Like a lot of them relationship podcasts, niggas just trying to force their belief onto you.
I think it depends on the type.
yo, that
you
shit
watch,
blows,
but
man. That shit
I
blows,
think
man.
I feel like
When
yeah.
niggas is forcing you to, like, it's like everybody believes that their way is the law.
it's
Like,
the right way.
yeah, like, nigga. And it be single motherfuckers that probably don't get no pussy that be
No
telling
problem.
niggas what
That's kind of what the
my
feminist red
standard
pill
is,
movement
and
is.
I
Red
can't,
pill
I
shit.
don't do this, and
You
I'm
got
not
the feminists,
accepting
that's
this.
a whole bunch of fucking lesbians, and then you got the
Feminazis.
red pill niggas, that's a whole bunch of gay niggas, you feel what I'm saying? And then they just clashing.
Red pill
You feel
people,
what I'm saying?
I don't think the red pill niggas be gay.
that
They
mean?
just be heartbroken. Red pill is just like they submit.
Man up.
They
Like-
have
like-
a
like,
submission,
Fresh and
domination.
Fit. You ever heard of
role.
Fresh and Fit?
Yeah, shit
Myron
like that.
Gaines, Fresh and Fit.
What he said on the
what's
podcast on Fresh and Fit. He
My-
said
it's
some shit
Who is he?
that they tried to cancel him
Myron
on the show. On the
Gaines.
show.
Myron Gaines. You never seen Fresh and Fit?
You probably seen
Well,
that clip.
yeah, you
Oh,
probably
it was
seen
something
that clip.
with like Asian
You
doll
know
or
Andrew
some
Tate, Sneeko.
Them weird niggas.
Yeah, Myron Gaines. Those like that's
Yeah.
red pill. You feel what I'm saying? But you got way
But what
more
does
niggas than that.
That's something that they created, like this red pill shit y'all keep talking
I
about.
don't
Red
know.
pill
They
is like-
just
It's
They just
another
named it.
version of a Bible without a Bible. It's that submission domination
Oh,
role between a
buzzword.
man and a woman.
Oh,
Like, wow.
like gender roles and
Yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Matt, supreme
So you got,
masculinity
like-
type shit.
Shit like
So
that.
you got like, you feel me? You got that, and then you versus the modern woman. You feel
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying?
even
So they
that,
just
it's just
collided.
like, yo, these niggas is telling you what they believe and what they thoughts is, but that works for you.
Right.
Let that work for you. Don't try to make this shit like the standard or the law for everybody. This is what everybody
When you
need
got
to be doing.
both sides
Like,
of the
nigga-
spectrum, right? It's just giving the computer to wrong people, and it's like, all right, cool, we can see this. We gonna exploit this to cause more rift. You feel what I'm saying? That's kind of why I don't watch none of that, no type of content like that. Like me, I'm a person I watch hot boxing with Mike Tyson and shit like that, where he be talking
I
about
fuck
stupid
with that
ass.
one, too.
He be
I fuck
watching
with
him. He be
Yeah, I
talking about
watch-
his crazy ass stories he did and shit like that.
Toad and
Like,
all that shit.
yeah, like I like shit like
I wanna
that.
do
You
that.
feel what I'm saying? Because
Toad?
it ain't.
Yeah. I want to do that.
It ain't
Ayahuasca,
shit that's
ayahuasca.
like, you know what I mean?
And all that. I mean, ayahuasca.
Yeah, I want to do ayahuasca.
That sounds like some shit that they do when you go see a shaman.
It
Yeah, it
is.
is.
That's what it is.
Cause
Yeah.
even them third eye shits, like I'll watch that shit either at all. Them niggas be, them
I
niggas
love
is,
Davincii.
Oh, I know you. Yo, I call her
them
a witch.
niggas
Yo.
is
My
nice.
son is a
Yeah,
witch.
Them niggas is, yo,
My son
them
is a
niggas
witch.
is,
That
them
ass.
niggas is cult like for real.
Yeah,
son.
that ass.
That shit is all cult shit.
I watched Summer 19.
I'm talking about you.
I'm okay with that.
Yo, my issue with
crazy.
19 Keys content is like sometimes he'll give financial advice, right? And I like that from him. But then in the middle of you giving me my financial advice,
You gotta go with a commercial.
nah, not even the commercial. It's like, nigga, say something and then now this nigga's talking about, oh, your third eye and the spiritual ancestor and
Everything is
and
connected, right?
Yo,
So-
listen. This is where y'all people get fucked up. Just
Where's
because
that button?
everything is connected
You
don't mean you
people.
gotta connect everything.
Where's the mystery button again?
Huh? It's one of them bottom
Everything
shits
is
down there.
connected. In the spiritual
Oh,
Just
hell,
realm,
because
I got
in the
it.
spiritual
But this
realm,
ain't
they
the
believe
spiritual
that.
realm. We
But
talking about financial advice.
but
You giving me advice
you not
about
letting me
money.
finish. Money is a spiritual thing. If you really want to be technical.
What you gonna pray about it?
No, it's not about praying. It's about being in sync with it. It's about being attractive to it. Everything is about being attractive to what you want. So if you want money, you gotta be attracted to it. You gotta call it in.
You think
gotta reel
you think
it
when
in.
Warren Buffett was getting
Or
his,
you gonna chase it.
you think when Warren Buffett was getting his millions, he was thinking about spirituality?
I ain't
I'm
gonna lie,
not
a lot of
gonna
them,
lie.
a lot of
I
the
don't know who that
millionaires
is.
is ugly.
You don't know who Warren Buffett is?
Nah,
A lot of
let
them
me-
millionaires
Well, I mean,
ugly. They not
if
attractive
you
shit.
if you
think-
believe in Illuminati or if they say practice it, then that's, I guess, a form of
It's all
spirituality,
a form of
kind of
spirituality.
like.
It's that you ever watch The Secret?
You think
I
Elon
totally
Musk
watch
was
it.
thinking about spirituality?
Yes,
when he was
it's
getting
about
his
numbers.
millions?
Spirituality is a form of it's logic and then it's emotion, right? Put them together is spirituality. One logic is numbers as far as money, the other is as far as attraction.
When you go read them niggas'
I
books,
always
that's not
say
what they tell
sometimes
you.
it's always about the messenger versus the message,
Mhm.
right? I'm cool with all that spirituality and all that, but sometimes to get the message off, you can't make it so difficult. You know what I'm saying? So when you start to
You
like
try to force shit
go
on the niggas.
like dive into, you know, spirituality, numbers, and certain things of that nature, you start to lose a lot of people because a lot of people is not thinking past go. You
I
understand what I'm
think
saying?
that at a
So-
certain point, like me personally, I just came to a point where I was like, whatever niggas do, that's what they do.
Absolutely.
And that's just what I'm on. Like, I'm not, cause it becomes too much. It's flustering. There's so much shit out here. You got spirituality. First of all, you got surviving in yourself and your own sanity. And the more you fucking find out, the crazier you get. Cause your mind just starts spinning.
Wondering,
And then,
yeah,
and then,
absolutely.
so that shit just,
They call it
for all that,
psychosis.
I'll just step away from all that shit. I don't, it's certain shit that I don't know,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
I accept it as that. Like, I
And
just
that's
don't
why
know. Like,
I watch like music podcasts, sports podcasts,
yeah.
Yeah.
because
I
it is though.
I can't even do like the sport debate shows. Like, I've been stopped doing that like years ago. Like,
Nah,
skipping all them niggas and Stephen A.
Oh, like sports center and shit
and-
like that.
Yeah, them niggas that be debating and for 3 hours in the morning. I can't do that shit no more. I can't even.
See, I
watch
never
that.
see. I love sports, but I never really tap into that shit. Like I'll tap into like the news and shit. Like, oh, this happened. This
Yeah.
happened. I might listen to them, but I've never been a person that would sit there forever and just be on ESPN.
Yeah,
And get
yeah.
attached
You know
to
what
a team and a teammate.
Nah, I love my teams. Don't get it confused. I love my teams, and I look and see what's going on with my teams. But I keep it short. Like I'm not watching. I'm not gonna sit there and just watch niggas debate for hours. You feel what I'm saying? I see what's going on with my team, and then that's it. Like, all right, yo, this is what's going on with my team. All right, cool, this is it. You feel what I'm saying? 10, 15, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Then I watch the game. You feel me? 10, 20 minutes of some sports. I watch the game. That's really it. I like to limit certain shit. I'm not a person that's gonna sit. Oh, let me see what Skip Bayless said. Let me see what Shannon Sharp said. Oh, Stephen A. talking about it too. Oh, this person talking about it. That person talking about it. Cause it's a million of them shits. Once you start, even on ESPN itself, you got basically these is like podcasts. They like podcasts on TV. So you got multiple ones talking about the same shit all day because it's the same news.
And all that shit.
So it's like I'm not watching that shit. Hell no. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I can't do it. Like, it's a lot of shit. I don't know. I just can't do it. Even some podcasts, like I don't even watch. Like I used to like Drink Champs and shit. But I can't even watch that shit no more. Like
I only watch some of those episodes.
Yeah, Drink.
I
don't watch every Drink.
Watch that shit.
Because I'm not really.
Who it is, but
I really
that's
don't
an
give a fuck
interview-based
about
podcast.
everybody.
Yeah,
So
they only put out an episode if they got somebody.
I think that Drink Champs started off interviewing people that weren't normally interviewed, like and had his history and they had stories and shit like that.
Yeah.
That was kind of the basis, but I feel like now sometimes they get real like mainstream, and they're doing.
You got people because now it's so much money behind that shit that like I think Kevin Hart had went up there. And he was promoting something, and that was mainly his big reason. So they interviewing him and shit, but that was really his main reason.
On a press run.
And you seeing people come like multiple times and shit. It's a few people that been up there a couple times. You feel me? Just on press runs. All right, yo, what you got going on now?
Kevin
And
Hart got a podcast too.
He got a show.
He had a show.
He got a show, Cold as Balls. He got Cold as Balls, which
He
is
did.
like,
He did have a podcast. Yeah, you right. He did have a podcast.
Yeah,
oh, they were sitting down and talking and shit.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. That's not
it's
what
like
I was
limited.
thinking about. He had a legitimate podcast, but that show that he do, that's actual show. Like that comes on TV and all that.
Oh, Cold as Balls.
Huh?
You talking about
Nah,
Cold as Balls?
the one where he sits in his wine cellar and he interviewed different niggas.
That's what she talking about.
Yeah. He was asking me if
Cause he got another one called. He got Cold as Balls where he be sitting in the
ice tub.
Where he be in the ice and he have somebody else in that shit.
Usually it's athletes and shit like that.
Yeah, but the one you talking about is that's his wine cellar. That's a show though. I can't remember what network it aired on.
I think it came on Peacock.
He had another show where he be like it was sports, but it wasn't like everybody wasn't sports. Cause one episode he did with Keke Palmer, and he was doing shit like that, like not like it's not as like straight like Cold as Balls. He was just going in the
podcast.
He was doing like mad different shit.
They was in like it wasn't a barbershop, but it was like a barbershop like setting. And
I think that's LeBron shit though. The shop. LeBron got the shop where they was all sitting down at the barbershop. He be having he don't even be there all the time.
Yeah.
He be having different people.
That's
like this episode
Kevin was on that shit for a few times. I thought.
Yeah, like Patrick Mahomes was up there. You feel me? A couple people was up there.
It's a show on Netflix. Seinfeld show. The comedians and cars. You ever seen that shit?
Yeah.
I fucked with that. Like that shit. That's the type of shit that be interesting me sometimes. Like
that was the show too. That came from Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. They was riding around doing the interviews and shit, and then he did one. And then on the show, he was like, "Yo, I like this. I'm gonna do one myself."
Oh, word?
And he started doing it.
Yeah, that shit was dope because it taught you about cars, and then I think comedy is like a art form that not a lot of people understand to that extent. So it's like a lot of them niggas was like really.
Speaking of you saying that, you think Tiffany Haddish is funny?
Hell no.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it a bear, right? I ain't gonna say that.
That's unfair.
Comedian wise,
I'm gonna tell you something, right? She's cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like I seen some of her movies. I was laughing.
No,
shit like
not
that.
the movies.
You talking about stand-up?
You talking about like stand up?
Yeah,
I don't know. I never seen her stand up, so I can't personally say that. But as in totality, I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing, the funniest piece I ever seen from Tiffany Haddish was fucking her book. Her book was hilarious.
I didn't even mean to say Tiffany Haddish. I meant to say just hilarious.
Oh, just hilarious.
Yeah.
I think Wildin' Out was like, some people just have a ceiling sometimes. You feel me saying? Like, Wildin' Out was her ceiling. You feel me saying?
Like, what can we judge her based off of being funny?
She did stand up and shit like that. She transitioned from Instagram to being a stand up comedian.
Right.
The whole reason I even brought this up is because
they kind of try to do.
Yeah, but
she got to be more like a situation.
She's on Breakfast Club now.
Yeah,
right?
she's a sit-in. They rotate and trying to find somebody to replace Angela Yee.
Yeah.
But
Angela Yee.
Yeah, you know, Akademiks did the interview with Lil
I
Durk
hate that
and
nigga
shit,
right?
right?
Academics.
So she just,
That's my son.
I fucks
I
with
hate
Ak,
that nigga,
but
bro.
she called the nigga a bitch, right? She was speaking on the
second
interview,
that.
right? But what she
Was it by mistake? Like
Nah,
did
she
he tell you,
purposely
or was
called
it
this
like
nigga.
you
No,
bitch?
she was
No,
like,
she
was like, yo, he's a
Yeah,
B, and then she was like, yo, I can say that, and they was like, yeah, and then she was like, yo, I think he a bitch, but she felt like he was a bitch because he asked Lil Durk about Gunna, like, yo, is Gunna a snitch, and he said yes, but before he said yes, he was kind of like quiet about it. So the nigga was like, yo, you scared? And the nigga Durk was like, what? He's like, nigga, I already said I don't fuck
That's
with
why I
rap.
don't like it. I don't
Feel
like
me?
Academics.
So
He's
she-
an
He
instigator.
messy.
Huh?
Huh?
An instigator. And
How?
his whole come up was instigating a lot of shit.
You feel like Shade Room be instigating?
Yes.
You feel like WorldStar be instigating?
Yes.
You got a problem with them?
Yes. I don't follow none of them niggas. Honestly.
You just said I used to watch WorldStar. I used to fuck with WorldStar.
I mean, when I was a kid, yeah, I didn't know no better.
You think
but,
the news instigate?
Yes.
You watch the news?
No.
You got a problem with them?
Yes, but
No, I'm just
of
asking to
course.
make sure you keep.
Nah,
you keep
yeah, it's for everybody, but I feel a certain way towards us doing it to us more so than the news just trying to be the news and trying to stir shit up. Like,
So you'd rather it be a white person over a black person?
no, but I feel like we gotta hold ourselves accountable for sure. Like, and I feel like the way he did it on his come up was instigating a lot of real shit that niggas was dying over and shit.
But the
like
funny
that.
thing
And
is,
that
he really wasn't instigating anything because he was going on on Twitter.
Nah, he was trolling.
He was going on Twitter and getting them niggas was telling on themselves.
Yeah, but
he
still,
was
it's like
putting it out
it's
there.
like
He
when
was
real
trolling
shit
them.
happened.
He was trolling. I'm not
He was
using
trolling.
that
He
heavy.
was reporting news, but he was trolling.
He was
Yeah, he
trolling.
was trolling. He gave
And he's
niggas
an
nicknames and
instigator.
shit.
Even in his posts a lot, like you could tell his angle. Like you feel
But a
me?
lot of
He
niggas,
instigate
a lot of niggas
I
got
ain't
names
lie.
because of Akademiks doing that shit.
I fuck with
A lot of
I
niggas
mean,
became known because Ak did that shit. And
I
he,
fuck with
he
Ak.
shed
A
light
lot
on
of
a
shit
lot of
is
niggas
like
because
And
of
I
it's
that.
like a
also
double-edged
feel like
sword.
he-
You feel what I'm saying?
He
I just
also
feel like-
another reason why I really feel like he's a bitch outside of instigating real shit like that's happening is that he treats women differently than niggas. Like for sure.
What you mean?
Like just like in his interactions, like his interactions with a nigga on the show or a man is different from women that he don't really respect, and I feel like that's corny.
There's a difference in what you just said, though. You said women
I don't know.
respect. If you don't respect somebody, I don't really expect.
But
I watch
you
him,
don't
so-
respect them because of their
him.
professional, not
I
because
watch
of
him
anything
on
personal.
On what show, though?
I watch it. I ain't gonna front you.
I forgot. I don't really
watch him
follow the
do
nigga
his-
like that.
I
so.
watch him do the King Academics, which is his stream, which he usually do. He do his podcast through Spotify,
Mhm.
but his stream is strictly him, right?
But that's the show he be having a woman on and shit like that, right?
Nah,
Or he
he
just by himself.
he by himself sitting
Okay.
there, right?
What
I
you
watched that
referring
nigga
to was Fresh and
disrespect.
Fit.
I watched that nigga. Yeah,
That's
he
what
was
you
on Fresh and
you
Fit
referring
when
to
he was
Fresh
with
and
the
Fit. That's not his
females.
podcast.
He
Okay.
wasn't. That
That's
was
Fresh
that
and
was
Fit.
the
That's
that was
nigga
the other
talking
nigga
about
podcast.
Okay, yeah.
that's
I
not
can't
shit.
respect shit
But,
like that.
Nah, but that's that environment, though.
Yeah,
That's
but
that
you
red-
gotta
that's the-
keep it. You
that's
gotta
what-
keep it universal. If you
No,
wanna be
no,
like
no,
that,
no, no, no,
No, I'm about to tell you.
Nah, that's
I
that
watched this nigga
environment. That's what they
disrespect.
do.
I watched this nigga
That's what Fresh and
disrespect
Fit is
Meg,
for.
Megan Thee Stallion. I watched this nigga disrespect Lil Baby, heavy.
That's a
I
fact.
watched this nigga disrespect Nicki. I watched this nigga disrespect Blueface.
Watch
I'm
that nigga
talking
disrespect
about
me.
in person. I'm talking about in person. Fuck on the internet. Anybody could. That nigga, you never gonna see him outside. But I'm talking about.
Nah, them
in
niggas,
person.
you know what's sad? Them niggas really be seeing that nigga,
Yeah, that's
bro.
not-
They
I've
be
never
seeing that,
seen
huh?
that nigga.
That's
No,
not
I'm saying
true.
them
Well,
niggas be seeing that nigga. You feel me? Like niggas that he disrespect. You know what I'm saying? They go to industry shit.
Yeah.
So it's not like they not seeing each other. You feel me? Saying
The niggas
that-
do be seeing him. He
that
do
podcast-
be outside. He don't be outside a lot, but he do be outside. Niggas do be running into him and shit like
Cause
that.
I watched some praise, like, you feel me? I'm not gonna defend what a nigga do on whatever he do. You feel me saying? Alright, whatever. The nigga be wrong on that shit. You feel me saying? Alright, but because I watch the nigga, I be like, alright, you feel me? I could say like, alright, this nigga's not just a certain nigga. You feel me
Yeah.
saying? It's just in a certain situation, a person might make a mistake. You feel me
I
saying?
mean, I had the same thing with Charlamagne for real too. Like he used to do that shit a lot, like disrespect women and be real nice and generous to the niggas that and I feel like you just gotta keep it. If that's how you are, keep it that way with everybody.
See, the difference between Ak and Charlamagne though is
Nah, I
Shaw-
feel like Charlamagne stood his own with the Birdman shit.
He stood his own with the Birdman shit, but I know what I in a sense I know what he's talking about because Charlamagne do tuck his tail a lot.
Oh,
He do.
Yeah, it's a lot of
then
niggas.
it's like
But
you could.
Act don't be tucking his tail like that. You feel me? Once
I don't know.
like I
Act
watched
don't
the
tuck
nigga.
that
That
nigga.
once that nigga is on your neck, he's on your
that
neck.
nigga Act
That
don't
nigga
be
went
caring
at
about
Meek
that.
Mill. Like I feel what you're saying about him going at women. You feel
Yeah.
me? But he keep the same energy for niggas too. Like,
Yeah, crazy
Like
shit.
him. I watched this nigga, you feel me? Like
Yeah,
I've
crazy
been watching
issues with Meek Mill.
Akademiks for years.
Yeah, crazy.
He keep that same energy, and
But
even in
it's
person.
behind the. That's what I'm saying.
It don't be behind the scenes. It be
I don't
up
see
front.
him interacting with niggas that
Getting
he's
in
saying
shit.
shit in front of their face. I always just see him talking on the internet. Like when he has an issue, I don't never see him actually running into these niggas like and him keeping that same energy and telling niggas say exactly what you said behind that screen to a nigga up front. Just like how he do with women. He does that with women. I've seen him violate physically in the flesh women. I've never seen him act like that with no
You
guy,
talking
no
about the video
testosterone.
when he was pushing Shorty in the mall?
I mean, I don't.
Because you said
I don't-
physically.
nah,
That's the only situation.
No, I'm
where he
saying
ever
in the
put his
physical,
hands on
like,
somebody.
not that. I don't know
Right.
what that situation is, but I'm just saying, like, in the physical, I always see him when he getting into it. He's getting into it with a woman.
As
I
somebody
don't like
that,
shit
as
like
somebody that actually act,
Sorry.
as somebody that actively watches him,
Yeah.
he keeps the same energy with everybody.
So
And I'm
who
telling
has
you
he
that
got
some-
into a altercation with?
I don't know, but then you gotta. That's like that. That's a two-sided situation.
But even
because
what
if
you
I'm
saying,
talking
he got in
crazy about
altercations
you,
with women,
if I'm
when?
talking crazy about you, whether
Other than
even if
that
it's
one podcast.
online, nigga, and you see me, you feel what I'm saying? And you see me, it's on you to do something too. It ain't like, I'm on time, and nigga, I said what I said. You
That's
said
a
what
fact.
you
I don't
said.
feel
If
like
we
you
see
keep
each other,
that.
alright, cool.
Well, I
you feel what I'm
don't
saying?
know.
But
I
if you
don't
gonna walk
know.
past me, nigga, I'm gonna let you walk
Yo,
past.
bro,
nigga.
he
I don't
was
know.
going at Meek Mill for years. He went at Blueface, you feel me?
Yeah,
he
bitch,
went
Lil
at fucking
Baby.
Lil Baby.
He got issues with all them niggas that was no jumper niggas.
Yeah, facts. Everybody that
jumper
was at
niggas.
No Jumper, he had an issue with almost all of Atlanta at a period in time. And then he was on his stream like, yo, I'm in my crib in
Chicago
Atlanta.
niggas had
What
issues
y'all
with
gonna
him,
do?
and look,
Yeah.
mad at them niggas.
All
sat down.
90%
All
of
them
the
niggas
Chicago
done sat
niggas
down
had
with
beef
that
with
nigga.
that nigga. You feel
And
me?
then sat down with
For
that
the
nigga.
same shit you was saying, like, yo, y'all niggas, and then niggas sat
But
there.
that don't justify it to me.
It
Like,
don't
that's-
justify
you
it,
know what I
but
mean?
shit.
you asked for examples of when he sat down and did that same shit to men. And we're giving you the examples of when
It's
he
not the
has
same though.
What do
Because
you mean?
he's not
The
doing
niggas
that
be
in
threatening
person.
to kill him. Yes, it is in person. This nigga sits directly across, be this far from the
Yeah.
niggas, and have them conversations. We're somebody that actively watches him. You're seeing
Do
clips
you
and
feel
you telling
like
me
it's a
some clips.
publicity stunt?
I mean, it's on camera and shit like that. I'm talking about just.
You
I've
also
never,
talking
I've
about
never
somebody-
seen him.
He made his entire career from being on the internet. His whole career was never about him being outside.
Right.
So you asking for him to do something that he never was doing anyway.
No,
But
I'm saying
when
if
he's in
you
them
could do
positions,
it.
he does it.
I've never seen him talk crazy in
But
person.
you also never. When have you actually sat down and watched?
I mean,
his content?
I'll go on his page sometimes, and
Because
I
you
don't
can
see.
go, you can look it up, bro. The nigga
I see him
the
being,
nigga's
and if I
face.
do see him talking with somebody that he previously had some type of static with, he be very respectful. He don't be talking how he be talking on that
I ain't
phone.
never seen that, bro. That nigga, when niggas ask him, yo, you said this, the nigga will repeat it and definitely had that energy. On his podcast, the nigga, when he get drunk, he turn the fuck up. Facts. He'll turn the fuck up and say some extra shit. when
He
he
a
drunk.
loudmouth nigga.
You feel
He
me?
a loudmouth
But he
nigga. That's
definitely
one
I
thing I
don't
can
see
say.
him
energy.
loud when
Huh?
he's with people. That's what I'm saying. I don't see him get loud and rowdy in front of people. I don't see that.
I have. I
haven't
Niggas are
seen that.
As somebody that's been watching this nigga for at least 10 years.
So
I
out
have.
of everybody that you named that he had an issue with, who do you feel like he got loud and rowdy with?
all them niggas.
I feel like he said a lot about all them niggas, and all them niggas had opportunities to do something to him. And
Out of
none
all them
did
niggas, I
nothing
think
to them niggas.
Meek Mill was the closest they got to pressing that nigga. I think Meek Mill was the closest they got to pressing that nigga, and he still kept that energy. To the point where Meek leaked his address, and that nigga was like, alright, bet. I'm leaking your shit too. Like, you want to play them games, he was playing them games. And then he started exposing the nigga like, yo, you want to complain about 6ix9ine running around with police security, but you got police security too.
I feel like every
What
other
happened?
rapper hate.
He independent.
Yeah, he independent.
So he don't have a
like,
major label behind him just pushing him to the forefront. He's doing all that shit himself. Maybach Music Group.
He was
He's still with Rock Nation though.
He was on Atlantic. He was with
on the management, but just because I'm your manager though, it's not the same as me being signed to your label.
Yeah, and I think he broke ties with them too.
Yeah, because he's 100% independent.
Yeah, I think he broke ties with them niggas too.
Braids again.
He on his grind. That's he put out a Flamers album.
Yeah, he put out a Flamers 5 for real.
Yeah, that nigga's on. He's back in. He got to go out there and get that breach.
Yeah, and that was kind of different.
Yeah, ain't no, you feel me? Like, yo, all right, we got you lined up for interviews. We doing a press run, this, that. You gotta go set all that shit up yourself. Nigga, your boys is back to charging niggas $400 for a picture.
I would have been doing that.
They was been doing that.
And I'm selling merch. Sign this.
Yeah, them niggas charging for everything.
Shit.
How you feel about Offset not really being related to them, to Quavo and Takeoff?
Niggas didn't know that already?
A lot of people didn't.
A lot of people really
like
believe that was his cousin.
I feel like that was known already. That was.
How old did what grade he said they start jacking that shit?
Fourth grade?
Huh? He said fourth?
I don't know.
I think it was a little older, like 13 or some shit.
Because I feel like he said an older grade, but they got.
I think they was like 13 or some shit like that. They knew each other when they was kids, and like it was really Quavo and Offset that knew each other, and he started bringing them around because you remember Takeoff was younger. You know what I'm saying? And they was going to like school together, high school or middle school or some shit like that.
They got pictures together real young. Like remember when they first came out? They like when they was small though, like. Niggas look like they was like 8, 9, you feel me? And they all three of them together, like.
I thought everybody already knew that they wasn't related.
No, I ain't gonna front. I never just for a fact, but it kind of felt like
they said that though. They been said that. That's how I knew. I feel like they were saying that.
I know, you know, down south niggas just always everybody your cousin and shit like that. So that ass cousin, even up here, niggas. Cousin, nigga, it was my cousin. Next thing you know, you realize this nigga don't know nobody in this nigga family. They just knew each other. Niggas went to school together and shit.
I
but
had friends that I thought they was brothers for mad long.
Oh yeah, niggas been running that line. That's my brother.
Yeah, that's back in the day.
Well, they're not friends. I thought two niggas was brothers that wasn't.
Word.
Like,
But nah, I mean, I don't care. That nigga mad at that nigga for fucking his bitch. So, like.
I
He's
can't
still
believe
recovering from.
That's what they really got static over.
That's what they fell out about initially.
I can't believe that though.
Why not?
With Sweetie?
He loved her.
She got mad quiet.
He loved her.
Nowhere.
Like, come on, you
I
know
mean,
niggas
she
that
wasn't
fall in
really
love with
like-
this bitch.
Yeah,
she didn't get quiet. She dropped the album and did like 2K in the first week.
That shit flopped.
That shit, Omega Ryan
And
flopped.
niggas start
then-
fucking clowning her shit, and you know.
For her, I feel like that's successful.
No, not
That mean 2,000 niggas bought your shit. I wouldn't expect 500 niggas to buy that
You
shit.
considered a flop when you went from selling 20, 30K and shit like that to selling 2,000.
Ooh, Sweetie?
Yeah,
was
she did a
selling
little.
20,
She ain't really sell. I think
Of
that was her
what?
first album.
Nah, that wasn't her first album. I think that was like her second.
I know she ain't selling no fucking thing.
But even EPs and mixtapes and all
I
that
ain't gonna
shit, they
say
still
she's.
count them shits.
Huh?
If it's able to accumulate numbers,
I'm about to say
They're
her
gonna count
singles
that
count
shit
too.
towards
So she got
all that
singles
shit
that
count.
really did
That
like
good.
that did
Yeah.
great.
if you put out singles and shit to go platinum, they looking for your album to do that as well.
Yeah,
Especially
but
if one of them singles is on this shit, and then you only sell 2K, like.
I think we all kind of knew she was a lucky girl that had a lucky song. Like, yeah. Like, I don't think we ever really thought that she was like,
gonna go far
yeah,
at
like
all.
she was Doja Cat or some shit like
I
that.
don't even
like,
know what song.
It was just one of those
she had.
songs. Like, yeah, like one of them.
That's how I feel about
One of them stupid
most artists
songs.
though, because I don't just listen to I don't listen to radio and shit like that. So unless I come across you, I discover new niggas because I'm listening to a nigga I've been listening to, and then some new nigga verse come on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, shit was alright. Then I go looking up his
And the
music. But
discography
other than that,
and shit.
yeah, I'm not. Yo, I probably know a Sweetie song if the shit played, but to just be like, yo, I know she didn't. I don't fucking know. But it's a lot of people like that. Like,
Yeah, all these niggas
please
is
don't play it.
microwave for real. Low key, high key. I don't even. I be feeling like an old man because
I
I
thought
can't.
Uzi was
too.
never gonna make it, son. This nigga still
I be
hit.
listening to cookout music in the house.
Well, you know.
Well, she made my type.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
she-
one of them
that's
stupid
yeah,
songs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
She had
saying,
a
but
song
that
with
wasn't.
Doja Cat. She had a song with. She was more like a pop. That's why niggas thought like. You feel what I'm saying? She was supposed to swerve into the pop lane.
I think niggas knew that she's pretty, and she was trying to get into music because of that. Like, it wasn't never that she was actually talented in music.
Music isn't about talent, though.
It ain't never
music
about
is never
talent.
about talent.
Yeah, but you gotta have some type of inkling. Like
90%
Sweetie,
business,
you can tell
10% talent.
She has no characteristics.
What she was selling was her look, but
we just need you to make this sound good, and then you got the look. We just need you to make this sound.
Music is about a look and a sound and a
Alright, just make it sound good. We don't even need this shit to sound amazing. We just need this shit to sound good.
Her sound.
If you can sell the look,
her look stuck with the sound. Niggas look at her. Niggas.
I mean, she look good, but you see how Ice Spice got a certain swag.
Yeah,
like
she can't rap neither.
Type swag.
She don't have no talent
But she has a.
You wild. I'm not jogging that one.
Give me a bar, nigga. Give me an Ice Spice bar, nigga. Nick, give me one Ice Spice bar right now, bro. Please.
Give me an NBA YoungBoy bar.
I never said that nigga was fire.
Exactly, like that's what I'm saying.
But that does not justify that she is trash. You just named another trash nigga. You still can't give me a bar.
Just because you don't have a bar doesn't mean you're not a good artist.
I think she's.
If you're a rapper, rap is based on bars.
No, it's not. For you.
No. If you go ask anybody that within music about real hip hop, it's about bars.
I don't think.
But that's what I'm saying.
So she has no
hip hop is not
okay. Regardless.
So what make her fire? Hold on, no. What make her fire?
Listen to her like
niggas
that.
Niggas can give you a one liner for Lil Baby and shit.
So you think that she got a good sound? So you think she got a good sound?
Yeah, I think she got a high sound. She makes okay music.
I think she's.
Her music is not whack.
I think she's a good artist.
She might not have bars, but who the fuck has bars these days? Like,
she don't even have basic bars. Like, niggas be
does
having
Future
basic
have bars? Like,
Future got basic bars. She don't even have basic bars.
I ain't gonna
basic ass bars.
You can't compare them.
And Future is much better than her.
No,
there was never a point in time in Future career when niggas just stood there and looked at the nigga. He was in the Dungeon family. He was in the Dungeon family with Outkast and what you mean?
Niggas was looking at Future like that when
very
early in his career. Yeah, hell yeah.
I ain't gonna never say that he got. I'm not gonna say that Future has bars. But Pluto got like a different. He got like a different.
Bare one-liners for your ass.
Bars don't determine if you can make good music or not. That's my point.
No, don't.
Like, you can make good music without having any bars, and you can have the most bars and make terrible music.
Yo,
so
bro,
you can't.
Right, okay, cool. Even with all that being said, right? You go look at all her shows. When she turn around and shake her ass is when niggas lose their mind. She's just like many. It's a lot of artists where
I think niggas was doing that.
It's a lot of artists that look good,
but now she got songs. Like, yeah, like
it's a lot of artists that look good, and because they look good, they gonna go, and because they have a look to them. She got Nicki Minaj next to her, she gonna go.
That's not it.
Songs? She got a couple songs.
She got at least 3 songs, bro.
She got 3.
None of that.
She's not a one.
I never said she was a one-hit wonder. None of that separates the fact that
I don't know.
I
mean, listen. It's the thing is, it's the test of time. You feel what I'm saying? That's what's going to show. Like, that's really what shows who's really the better artist.
I'm not saying that she's.
No. I'm not disputing that. What you're saying.
I think y'all misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not saying she's an all-time great. That's not what I'm saying.
I didn't say that.
So even niggas' lifespan in rap just be 2 years. So if she lasts 5 years, then kudos to her. But
that's what
most
I'm saying.
niggas is not even doing that. So I'm not expecting her. I have no expectations for her. I'm just saying that the music that she put out,
it's a vibe.
I could fuck with it. Like, I could fuck with it. I don't expect much, but I could fuck with it.
That's you. I still think it's trash.
No, I think she got some cute songs.
I was just saying that, like,
me as a man, there's no. There's no Ice Spice song. Like, the shit be catchy. You might remember some shit, but shit's still trash.
If you go out a lot, you hear it. So then you start to bop to it.
But that don't make it fire.
So what makes songs fire?
That don't make the shit fire. How many times you playing that shit on your phone?
Never.
Okay, but the song is fire.
I can.
Fire.
I can.
How many times are you listening to it on your own?
Never.
I can't.
But it's fire.
I could fuck with
I
it
have
though.
listened to
That
that,
doesn't
like,
mean that I'm gonna
once.
sit there and press it and listen to it, but I
But
can.
it's
I'm about to
fire.
say
There's
it
a
might-
difference between I can fuck with it and this is
See,
fire.
it might be a
You're
vibe
not
to other
telling
people.
me this
See,
shit is
I can't
fire,
say
you
that
can't
it's
listen to it on your
whack.
own.
I'm
Why
not gonna say
not?
that it's whack.
I could say J. Cole. Majority of J. Cole, I feel like I will never press play on my phone. Does that mean it's whack? No, it still could be fire. It's just I'm not playing that shit. Like, and that's that.
I
You
ain't
can
gonna
feel like
fuck- I
that
ain't gonna
shit
fuck-
whack to you if you want to, bro. That's your personal opinion for one. You can't argue with nobody
So
for their
then
personal
he could
opinion.
say it's fire. and that's
Exactly.
his
So what we
personal
talking
opinion.
about?
All right,
I said
but
it's fire.
when I said it was trash, he started to try to tell me why it's not trash. So when
Now,
I
you
asked
asked
him,
me.
so then I asked you, right? Because I said, yo, that shit trash. You said, no, it's not. I said, okay, give me a reason.
No, you
So let
said
me-
give me a bar.
Okay, yes,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is a reason for me to see, okay, let me hear it. Let me see something.
But that
wasn't it.
That's
Then-
your.
I'm not gonna say- I ain't gonna say- I ain't gonna say-
Well, that's
good
not
and
my
what's
only
bad.
scale, though. Then I asked you, okay, if the shit is fire, it being cool is one thing.
You said it was
keep telling me,
trash.
because it's
I
trash.
said it's not trash.
It's, yo,
It's not bad.
All I said was it's not trash. I don't think it's trash. That's it. Sweetie,
and I said
Cold.
I
Sweetie
do.
is trash.
Cole.
Facts. Put them together.
Nah.
See, and that's where
They're
you
not the
losing
same
me.
caliber of
That's
trash,
where you
but they
losing
both
me.
trash. Yo, you throw some shit in the garbage, it's in the garbage. Whether you at the bottom of the garbage or the top of the garbage is the difference. You in the
I mean,
garbage.
I'm not gonna. I don't listen to
I don't
both
think
of them,
I
so
see.
they're not
Facts.
in my playlist.
I don't listen.
But
Yo,
I mean, it's vibes
women
for
rap,
whoever
like-
rocking.
Just like I know,
Yeah, like-
that's my type. That's my type. I know. That nigga's a munch. And I know.
That's not-
Oh shit. I don't even know that
Huh?
shit. I know the low key Mar version of the other song.
That's Pink Panther's song.
Yeah, and I don't
There's a
even.
lot
I
of
don't
shit.
even remember her version of the song. I remember low key Mar version.
Good as the brother. Good as the brother.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know that.
Like
Huh?
but
Nah,
the butt
Loki
I
Mar
can give
just,
her.
he just did like a he's
The
just
flow
like
is
some comedy
fire.
shit.
Yeah, I know.
The flow is fire because he still kept her flow. He just changed the words. Like
Yeah.
she
So you
come up
admitting
with,
that it's fire now, basically.
no.
Now you-
Your song being
you going
fire
back.
and your song being fire and your flow being fire is two different things. Niggas that have a valid ass flow, words be shot. You feel me? Then you'll hear somebody else.
99% of
Then you'll
most
hear somebody
rappers.
else take the flow, and then
But-
you're like, oh nah, this.
But a lot of people, you don't even know what they be saying, and that should be fire. Like Thugger, some of the shit he be saying.
I don't
is
like Thugger.
What?
I ain't a Thugger
Oh.
fan.
I ain't gonna front
I
though.
love
This is
Thugger.
crazy.
I
Y'all not fucking
live
with
down.
Thugger?
I never said that.
Nah,
I live
don't
down
fuck with
south.
Thugger.
Crazy.
don't
I
fuck with Thugger.
can understand what that nigga be saying.
Everybody
I
can't
understand.
You
do
feel
it.
me? I dead
I
ass
don't
be
fuck
understand what
with
that
Thugger.
nigga be saying.
I ain't
And
gonna
I
lie.
hate
I
that I
gotta
be
listen to
understanding
it.
what he be saying
Oh,
because
fuck
that's
with
when you
Thugger.
catch
Some
the
wild
crazy
shit.
bars.
Yeah.
He had this one song where he said all his bitches got syphilis. I'm listening. I said, yo, there's no way I just heard that. And then on the ad-libs, he was like, syphilis? So I started playing this shit for niggas. And everybody heard, I was like, all right, cool. I wasn't wildin'.
Yeah, he do be
You
saying.
feel me? This nigga be
Nah,
wildin' sometimes, but
he-
I fucks with Thug.
Yeah, I don't listen to Thugger.
Thug is a
Thugger.
vibe.
Thugger was one of them niggas that niggas hated in the beginning. I remember vouching for him real early, and niggas, no, that nigga's gay.
Nah, I ain't never vouched
He's
for him.
trash.
Nah, I can't, I don't know you
I
like
ain't
that. I
gonna
can't
front.
vouch for you, but
No, I'm
you
talking
both
about
valid.
his music. His
Look,
music.
when
I was
he-
fucking with
when
When
him.
he
boy.
came out in the beginning, I was like,
Nails and shit was
oh.
wild, and I'm still
Let me
listening
rock
to the
with
music.
boy. Then I
Exactly,
seen
that's
the
what I'm
pictures.
saying. I was
It was
fucking with
clip
his
for him
music.
ever
Oh.
You
since.
still
See?
listen to R.
It
Kelly?
was clip for him ever
Yeah.
since.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay then.
absolutely.
Okay then.
Huh?
It ain't. I don't always gotta connect the two. You feel me? But certain niggas I just cannot support. I am not playing a fucking 6ix9ine song. Not supporting you. Gunna,
I second
I had to
that.
delete all my Gunna songs. I was
I'm not
tight.
deleting Gunna.
I was
That's
ain't
why
gonna
I
tight.
draw the line.
I was tight.
Gunna, yeah, I ain't gonna front.
He
He
did
only
that.
stayed
He
if
just
it was
had
like features, which he was valid because you know some.
I ain't
most of
gonna
the
lie.
songs
I had to
fuck with
cut.
him was a
I had to
feature.
cut Real
What?
Boston Richie out.
Yeah, I had to cut off
Troy
Boston
Ave.
Richie.
You know what I mean?
I was
he
never
ain't
really
never
listening
made
to Troy
it.
Ave, but yeah, he never really made the cut.
What's a Troy Ave song?
Nah, Troy Ave
No,
got
that
some
shit he
fire.
made about my
I
song
ain't
was
gonna
fire.
front.
But he fucked
He
the
a rap.
bag up
I
when he
can't- I
did
can't-
that.
I can't put money in your pocket. Me streaming your songs gonna put money in your pocket. I can't support
fuck
that.
with him. Yeah, I can't.
Because that means if you got into a situation with my people,
I don't
you
care.
gonna tell on my people.
I don't care
Or
what
if you
the
got some
situation
situation
is,
with me,
because
you
if it was
gonna tell on me.
somebody else, he wouldn't say that. He wouldn't be like, "Oh, yo, this."
Yeah.
If he was never in that situation and there was somebody else in that situation
wouldn't
and they
have
did the
been
same
jacking
thing that he did, he would have called them a rat.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't fuck with him.
I think
because
where it gets touchy at is what do we actually. Everybody gonna have a different definition, but what is
Of a
exactly a rat? Like, yeah,
I
that's
mean,
where it gets tricky at.
he had to go on the stand to defend his name, right?
Is that a rat?
You told the whole story
A rat is
But what I'm
somebody
saying-
that's
what I'm
involved
to the
saying-
point where he
in
involved he involved his mans. Like,
Yeah, he put niggas in there
he
and
said
they
he
had nothing to do
walked
with
in there. Son already had the gun in his hand. He looked at his mans like, oh, there go the son right there.
Well,
he
I-
sent his mans, tell him to go punch him out.
I don't know
like,
the
he said
exact
the whole
story.
A rat is
what-
somebody that's
of what-
involved in something and then turns around and tells on the people that he was involved in this particular something with.
Right.
All right, this is
That
what
is
happened.
one definition. Cause I'm saying I'm not gonna stamp exactly the definition because I think it get tricky. Certain circumstances,
Yo,
it
if you're
gets
not a part
real
of street
tricky.
life and you telling, whatever. You was
Yeah,
never
nobody-
a part
yeah,
of this
nobody-
code. You
yeah,
never
nobody-
lived
Right.
in this,
nobody-
right?
I agree
But
with
if you
that.
if you want to say, yo, I abide by certain rules,
You
feel
profit.
me?
I don't care if you profit off of it.
yeah, like you want to
Any
be
of
a
that
part
shit.
of certain
Like,
things,
it's-
and then
you gotta
something
live by the
happened.
code.
Now
Like-
you want to, yo, bro,
If
what
you
happened?
profiting off of a street image, and you got street niggas with you, you profiting off of a street image. You
6ix9ine.
all the lifestyle.
Yeah, no, I definitely that's
What?
the biggest rat.
You
to me.
promoting this shit,
He's
and then
nasty.
told like nah.
But
You know what I'm
and
saying?
from what I understand in Troy Ave case, it gets tricky for me because he was snitched on initially, and they was trying to get him for a murder that he didn't do. So that's where it
Alright.
gets a little tricky for me because
This
now
is-
it's like, in option
He
A,
wasn't-
do I not
Go
say
down for
anything
murder.
and I go down for a murder that I didn't do as somebody is blaming me for, or
It's not just
He
that
didn't see they want to say he got snitched on. He didn't get snitched on. His man's died on the scene. He was on camera shooting the gun.
Yeah. Nobody had
He
to
was
tell
on
on you,
camera
you on
shooting
video.
the gun. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we got camera footage of you. Your man's is dead. We got camera footage of you shooting.
And this was
Yeah,
years
but
ago.
now you
This
a top
was before
suspect.
AI can make some shit up. This was
yeah,
years
no.
ago.
But
So
I
now
think
you
in
the
the
top
video, it already shows that his man's was hit before he did that. So I don't think that's exactly what it was.
But that was the
New
only
York
piece of
City,
footage.
you in the Barclays
That's the
and
only
you
piece
on
of footage that
camera
they was
shooting
going
a gun.
off of. That's what they was
illegal
going
regardless.
off of at first.
Nah, for sure. But I'm talking about in terms of the murder. That's why I feel like things get trickier.
Yeah, see, that's what they was going off of at first. You understand what I'm saying? All right, boom. He got caught with the gun too.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? That murdered his friend. You understand what I'm saying? So you had the gun. You
That
had
puts-
the gun.
that
We
places
know you had the gun,
a
and we
part of the
seen you
situation.
shooting it. You understand what
No,
I'm saying?
I'm not
Yeah,
It's a
denying
clip
No, I'm not
circulating.
I'm saying the actual murder though. Like
Yeah.
if a
Clip
nigga
circulating.
tries to
Nah, but look, with
snitch
that,
on me and lie about me murdering somebody, my man's for real, and then
okay,
I
but
have
even
to defend myself.
even then, with you
through-
defending yourself, right? You telling what happened. When
Mm-hmm.
you start putting other niggas in the situation, now you telling. Cause the niggas that's at court is who's
And-
supposed to be a part of the situation.
Tax
now you up
never
there
went
like,
on the stand and said, "Oh, this nigga did it."
my man's head did this. My man's head did this. Son, this nigga did it. Like,
Are they on
they
trial
a part
for
of the
sure?
murder?
no.
So then they good then. It don't even really
Tax
matter.
Stone never went up there
Nah,
and point
'cause
that
you
nigga out
involved
though.
in me. This is still an active case. Nobody went to
Tax Stone
this shit
never
ain't
went
done.
up there and say, "Yo, this is what happened." You
That's
feel
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? What
He did
happened
or he
was
didn't?
he
didn't.
didn't. He
He
never
never-
took
he
the
never
stand.
I heard that that's what I'm saying. I don't know
That's
the
what boy was.
specifics.
That's
yeah.
what boy was trying to pump. But this nigga, in all reality, when the trial came, remember he has a right to go up on the stand to defend himself
Yeah,
too.
he didn't
You
do
understand
that.
what I'm saying? He didn't go up on that stand and say, "Oh no, this nigga X, Y, Z." None of, he didn't do none of that. Son did that. You feel me? And then it's bad, and it make him look even worse because his friend, the family don't jack him.
At all.
They do
You
not
couldn't go
fuck
to
with
the
that nigga.
funeral and none of that shit.
They do not fuck with that nigga. So like, whatever you feel like, oh yeah, this is what it's like, nah, you feel what I'm saying? Because they don't even fuck with you.
Yeah.
So you like an
Nah, I
outcast.
was
so
just
you not
asking
even-
because shit get tricks. I think a lot of people believe that everything is just black and white with snitching and shit like that. It don't. Sometimes
I ain't gonna lie.
it get a little tricky. Like it gets very
niggas
tricky.
be
for
telling
these
and
niggas.
still
It's
be
black
in the
and white
hood.
because it's
Yeah.
paper, bro.
It is paperwork.
Black and white. You feel me?